Divorced Dad Diaries, day 77, and I have lost weight. For as long as I can remember, well, okay, not that long, since post-COVID, every time I've weighed myself, there's always been a 7, like 71, 72, up to I think 75, which isn't a lot, but the reality is that I'm only 5'6", which still puts me higher than Jack Black, but there's not much to me, pretty much. So I carried that weight all here in my puku. It was really obvious with my old work shirts. Coming out of COVID, going back into the office and realizing that I couldn't button some of my shirts up anymore. So annoyingly, I actually got rid of them all because I just didn't care. I was like, oh, who cares? You know, I'm a little bit chunky, whatever. So I had no intention of ever bothering to try to lose the weight. So I got rid of all my small shirts. Now I can fit them again. So because I didn't really weigh myself and didn't really care, I'm actually not sure the last time I weighed myself, but I definitely know that the last time I did, it was still 70 something. But all this kind of started post-divorce when I got these new glasses and I sent some funny pictures to one of my colleagues and she replied with, oh, you look like you've lost weight. And it was like, have I? And it was really only after her comment that I started to notice like my pants weren't staying up anymore. I mean, these sweatpants are fine, but I mean like my jeans, for the longest time I didn't need a belt with them, and now I actually do to keep them up. And then the other day I was examining myself in in the mirror, which sounds weird to say. I'm not standing there like, you know, it's a medical thing. If you know what your body looks like, it's more obvious when there's changes, so just look at yourself in the mirror occasionally. But it's things like looking at my hands, for example. Like, you see, like, look how bony this is. You know, like, I got those in both my hands. You know, like I could like put a tequila shot in one and a bit of lime juice in the other, combine it with the salt in my tears, and there's your self-sufficiency. But I still didn't own a pair of scales, so I just kind of assumed what I might weigh. I assumed I might have lost 5 kilos or something like that. And it wasn't actually until this weekend that I went up to Wellington and went and stayed at the bride-to-be's family's house, and they had a set of scales, and I stepped on it and there was a 5. I actually don't remember what the weight was because as soon as I saw it I kind of recoiled like, but it was like 58 or 59 kilos. I've lost like 15 kilos. From where? Now, I want to make it clear that I'm not boasting in any way, shape or form. I know weight can be a sensitive topic for some people, like, oh, check this guy out. I cannot eat for 3 weeks and gain 3 kilos, and he can eat 3 square meals a day and lose 15 kilos. But the reality is that it just feels like an alarming amount of weight loss. It's entirely possible I've lost a kilo a week since the divorce. So just to make sure I don't have any sort of underlying health issues, I made sure to go to the warehouse and pick up a set of scales so that I can keep track of my weight. And then what I'm actually going to do this week is that I think I'm just going to eat like shit for a week, maybe up my protein, eat more sugar. I don't know. The whole point is that if I eat more and if I gain weight, then I know the problem isn't medical and that I just need to up my calorie intake. So I've got the scale working. Turns out I just needed to take the battery cover off. That was the problem I was having with it before. So, moment of truth. It's past dinner, so I've eaten all my meals for today. So let's see what it comes up with. No, because I was too busy yarning. No surprises there. Alright. Okay, that's not so bad. That's alright. Like I said, I'll eat some more food this week. Maybe I just need to have like chicken omelets or something to really get that protein up, and I will get you on the flip side.